to the computer. All right, everyone, welcome to this class, an introduction to essential oils. We're so excited to have you here with us. This is something that I absolutely love to do, which is support people who are motivated to naturally improve their lives with essential oils. So I definitely want you to use this opportunity to get comfortable with essential oils. And my hope is that after today, if you do not have essential oils in your home, that you will be excited and ready to start to use them and implement them in your daily lives. So doTERRA does not prevent, treat, or cure disease. The information presented is not in any way intended to treat or diagnose or cure any illness, ailment, or disease. These suggested uses apply only to the use of doTERRA essential oils. So any way that we talk about using essential oils, we are talking exclusively about doTERRA essential oils. So let's go ahead and get started. Again, welcome to the class. We're going to start with the basic question: what is an essential oil? If you have ever enjoyed the scent of a rose, you have actually experienced the aromatic qualities of essential oils. These are naturally occurring volatile aromatic compounds, and they are found in the seeds, the bark, stems, roots, flowers, and other parts of the plant. So they can be both beautifully powerful and fragrant. I have to be honest, some of them don't smell so pleasant, but they have very powerful therapeutic benefits. Essential oils, they give plants their distinctive smells, they help protect the plants, and they play a role in plant pollination. In addition to these benefits to the plants and their fragrances, essential oils have been used for a long time for food preparation, beauty treatment, and healthcare practices. So before I was introduced to essential oils, I didn't even know what they were. I didn't even know that essential oils were in perfumes and candles or lotions, soaps. I literally just had no idea what they were. So once I was introduced to the world of essential oils, I was like instantly curious to learn more about how they work and how I could implement them into my daily routine, specifically for our newborn baby. And we were just shocked and surprised by how many ways we could use them and by the results that we're getting from using them. So I want to explain what volatile aromatic compound means. In short, it means that these compounds are very small organic molecules that tend to change quickly from their solid or liquid state to a gas at room temperature. So they're called volatile because they change their state quickly. When you first open a bottle of essential oil, you can smell its potent aroma. Sometimes even from like across the room, you can smell it pretty quickly. The physical and chemical properties of the volatile aromatic compounds that compose essential oils allow them to quickly move through the air and directly interact with the olfactory sensors in the nose. This unique property makes essential oils ideal for aromatherapy. I think most of us are familiar with that. And using these compounds from plants to help maintain a healthy mind and body. So when we talk about using an essential oil for emotional and mood support, this is what we're talking about. It's for aromatherapy because the chemistry just interacts with our body chemistry in a way that causes that type of a response. So the type of volatile aromatic compounds present in an essential oil determine both the oil's aroma and the benefits that it has to offer. Over 3,000 varieties of volatile aromatic compounds have been identified, and the nature of an essential oil varies from plant to plant, within botanical families and from species to species. So we have two different species of wintergreen. They're a different color. They smell slightly different, and but they both have very powerful benefits, but they just come from a different species of a tree. So even with pure essential oils, the composition of the oil can vary depending on the time of day, the season, the geographic location, the method and duration of distillation, the year that it's grown, and the weather, making every step of the production process a critical determinant of the overall quality of the essential oil product. So essential oils can be used for a wide range of emotional and physical wellness applications. They can be used as single essential oils or in complex essential oil blends, depending on the user's experience and their desired benefits. So Sarah is going to talk about 3 different ways that we can use essential oils.
All right, guys. The first way that you can use essential oils is something that Joni touched on in this little introduction, and it's aromatically. So you can literally get the benefit of using essential oils just from opening the bottle. Your sense of smell is a tool that has a very powerful physiological, mental, and emotional response. How many times have you walked into a random space and smelled something and remembered grandma's house, or remembered something from your childhood, or remembered something from when your kids were little? That is just proof right there that our olfactory system and our olfactory nerve is critically linked to our limbic system, which is the part of our brain that supports functions such as smell, emotion, behavior, and memory. If that system is powerful enough to help us remember something that was forgotten from our childhood just because we smelled something, just imagine how powerful certain essential oils can be when it comes to those parts of our behavior, such as emotions and memory. So essential oils can be really powerfully effective via aromatic application. So don't discredit just smelling the oils. They're very powerful. Some essential oils are able to uplift and invigorate your mood, and others are calming, and they can have a calming effect on your body. Diffusion is one of the simplest ways that you can use essential oils aromatically. Most of you hopefully have heard about a diffuser. They use cold air or water, and water is ideal. That's the best. That's the kind of diffusers that doTERRA sells. But using essential oils doesn't require that you have one of those devices. Like I said, you can put them on your body and smell them that way, or you can smell them directly out of the bottle. Some of us have taken to the idea of using super simple items that you have around your house already to diffuse essential oils. For example, Joni and I both have made cute little car diffusers using wooden clothespins. If you just clip that to your car vent and drop a couple of essential oils on it, the air from your car's heating or cooling system will push that volatile aroma into your car, and you have a little car diffuser for like pennies. And it's a great way to do it. But you can achieve the same health benefits by simply placing a few drops of essential oil on your palm, on your hands, and then inhaling the oil through your hands. So you use your hands as your own little diffusers. For example, if you are feeling some heaviness in your head and you're stuffed up, you can put a drop of our Breathe oil in your palm, cup your hands together and breathe in deeply, and you're getting the aromatic effect of that oil. You can also apply a cotton ball to the vent in your car instead of a clothespin. There's other different things that you can do. The topical use of essential oils is simply applying the oils to your skin. You can do this in an area where you're feeling a concern. If your knee hurts, then you should put the oil on your knee. But you can also use them systemically. The bottom of the foot is a great place to get a systemic effect of the oils. We have thousands and thousands of nerve endings in the bottom of our feet. So it's a great place to utilize essential oils. The third way we're going to talk about using essential oils is internally. And again, as Joni mentioned earlier, we're only talking about doTERRA oils because these are the oils that we trust and know are safe for internal use. You can see in the graphic that the woman is drinking the oil in her water. I know that I personally do this on a daily basis. I add 1 to 2 drops of a citrus oil, preferably lemon or wild orange. And it is a super cleansing effect for your body. And you can also ingest the oil in capsules. You can make your own capsules, or a variety of doTERRA's products are already available, and gelatin capsules that you can purchase already and not have to make your own. So those are the 3 ways that you utilize the oils: aromatically, topically, and internally. We're just going to real briefly go over a little bit of essential oil safety. There's not much to cover. They're super safe and easy to use. They have very few side effects. My biggest precautionary statement is always keep them out of your eyes. Don't put them directly in your ears, and don't stick them up your nose. You basically want to keep them away from sensitive areas of your body. You can dilute them. You use a vegetable oil and not water to dilute. In general, we recommend using coconut oil, and doTERRA has a fractionated coconut oil that we have for sale, but you can, in a pinch, you can use what you have in your cooking cabinet. You can use grapeseed oil, even the hard coconut oil or the solid coconut oil that you have. Those are also great ways to dilute oils. If you do happen to get an oil on a sensitive area of your body and you feel it too warm or too hot, you can dilute it after you apply it as well. Just add that vegetable oil over the top. Just don't use water. That's that safety rule there. And skin sensitivity is the primary safety issue. And you just need to know yourself. In our family, we don't have to dilute any of the oils. We don't find that we have any sensitivities, just to typical application. But some people do, and it's just a matter of knowing yourself and what your skin will tolerate. And then the last thing would be to follow the directions on the label. The labels are marked with the use of how to use the oils. They will have either an A, a T, or an I in a lot of the literature to correspond with aromatic, topical, or internal. And then you might also see the symbols N, S, and D. The N is meaning that you don't have to dilute that oil. In most cases, as a general rule, it can be applied topically without dilution, or it's called neat. S is an oil that is known to be sensitive for multiple people, and especially in younger children and older adults. You want to be cautious and probably dilute that one. And then if it has a D, it means you should definitely dilute it before using it topically. So those are things to look out for. And another thing that's a pretty good rule of thumb when you're not sure about ingesting oils, if you get out your bottle of essential oil and look at the side panel, if it has supplemental facts on it, like any food would, then that means that that oil is safe to ingest. If you don't see the supplemental facts, then it's probably not one that is intended for ingestion. And also some of our oils that are definitely not meant for ingestion have a safety lid on them. So it's childproof, so the kiddos can't open it and just take a little gulp. But for the most part, you can get all the information you need about how you can use the oil on the side of the bottle. All right, I think that's it. And Joni's gonna go on and talk about why we've decided to choose doTERRA as our brand.
Yes, so as many of you have probably seen, there are essential oils everywhere on the market. That wasn't so much the case when I was first introduced to doTERRA, which was about 7 years ago. They're everywhere. They're at the health food store. They're in different retailers. Other companies have their own essential oil line of essential oils. And when I first learned about doTERRA, there were 3 main things that really grabbed my attention, and a couple of them actually grabbed my heart. And so one of the reasons that I am so happy about my decision to use doTERRA is because of their co-impact sourcing. doTERRA sources its oils from all over the world so that every oil is derived from its indigenous environment, which means it comes from where those plants just naturally or indigenously grow. When they are grown and harvested in the proper altitude, climate, season, and soil, you end up with a far superior product. And this is where doTERRA's commitment to purity begins. Now I want to share a quick video about the Co-Impact Sourcing Program so that you have a better understanding of what it's about. So I'm going to switch the screen here, hopefully. Let's see, give me just a minute to figure this out. I will share this again, if I can find it. There it is. Right here. Sarah, can you see the screen? Is it on?
doTERRA essential oils have a profound impact on our health and wellness. But the impact of how and where they're sourced goes beyond a drop of oil. First, we search the globe to identify the best plant material, harvested and expertly distilled for oil potency and quality. Many of our essential oils come from countries facing economic and environmental challenges. This provides a unique opportunity for doTERRA to produce the highest quality essential oils while also doing good in a sustainable way. We call this co-impact sourcing. Through this approach, we are creating jobs and improving incomes in countries where they are much needed. Developing long-term partnerships with artisan small-scale growers and distillers around the world. These partnerships transform the playing field for growers to improve their production and establish stable prices with a trustworthy long-term buyer. Helping growers organize themselves into cooperatives to achieve common goals and higher quality while ensuring farmlands are preserved and passed on to future generations. These cooperatives also ensure growers receive fair and on-time payments in favorable installments that help throughout the year. In these areas, doTERRA's Healing Hands Foundation is funding the construction of schools, health clinics, cooperative buildings, water systems, and more to empower growers, their families, and communities today and tomorrow. Through co-impact sourcing, doTERRA is improving lives and providing hope to people in desperate need of opportunity. Through this approach, we ensure the long-term supply of the best plant materials to consistently deliver the highest quality products. So it's more than just a drop of oil in your hand. It's a catalyst for impacting many lives beyond your own.
Awesome. Okay, the second main reason is that, like was mentioned in the video, there is something called their Healing Hands Foundation. And this is really important because every oil, it's not just about your bottle of oil. Okay, it's about how doTERRA reaches out and helps the communities of farmers that we have who are supplying the oils to us. So I am going to find this other video real quickly because I also want you to have a better understanding of what the Healing Hands Foundation is. And let's see. Give me just a moment here. Not what I want. Here we go.
So in May 8th, 2010, here in Reno.
That's not the right one, but this is.
The doTERRA Healing Hands Foundation brings healing and hope to the world through providing global communities with the tools they need to become self-reliant. By participating in projects that address the needs of microcredit lending, access to health care, education, sanitation, clean water, and fighting child sex trafficking, individuals are empowered and lives are changed. doTERRA International provides all the overhead and administrative costs of the foundation, thereby ensuring that 100% of all donations go directly to the people in need. That's been the mission and the vision of the foundation from the very beginning, even when doTERRA International didn't have very much, even when its founders weren't drawing a paycheck, but the desire, the objective was to establish a pattern of giving right from the very beginning. In fact, one might say that as much as we love the essential oils, as much as that brings hope and empowerment to people that use and share the oils, the culture really begins with this desire to give, to help, to liberate, and to empower others through the foundation. One of the primary differences between doTERRA and its humanitarian foundation and so many others is the difference that you see in the lives of the people. They come to doTERRA looking for their why, their reason to participate in something, to give back, and they find it in the Healing Hands Foundation.
All right, so that is the Healing Hands Foundation, and so I've talked about two very important reasons why we love doTERRA, and let me hop back to this. Let's share the screen again, hopefully find my PowerPoint. Here we go. The last is certainly not any, it's actually probably the most important, the last reason that I want to talk about, and it is what we refer to as our certified pure therapeutic grade standard. And so this really is important because every oil has 0 fillers, it has no synthetics, no dyes, pesticides, or contaminants of any kind. They're just pure, unadulterated oils grown by experienced farmers who have been doing this for generations in their indigenous lands. So what I love about our oils is that they are pure, they're natural, no artificial ingredients, no fragrances or fillers. Now I want to pause for a minute on this word pure, because a lot of times we'll see a bottle of essential oil in the health food store or elsewhere, and it will say pure peppermint oil. What you need to be very careful about, like Sarah mentioned earlier, is paying attention to what the label says, the whole entire label. Because if you look at the ingredients section, it will say, 100% pure peppermint oil, but it might only contain 10, 15, or 20% peppermint oil. And then it has a longer list of ingredients that could be dangerous to take internally or so you have to make sure that you're paying attention to the bottle, that it doesn't have other ingredients in it that could be considered dangerous if you were to use it improperly. So our bottles of oils are only essential oils. It's not going to have any other ingredients in there. They're safe. They're certified to be free of pesticides and other chemical residues, and they're potent. They're standardized active compounds. We are literally finding the best species of plants on the planet and providing the essential oil that comes from those plants to our customer base. And I want to kind of stray from my notes for a minute, because about a little over a year ago, doTERRA had secured 82% exclusive contracts with our farmers. What that means is, after finding the best species and the best essential oil that they can offer the world, they were able to have an exclusive contract signed by their farmers because of things like the Healing Hands Foundation, because of their co-impact sourcing initiative. So not only are they purchasing oils from our farmers, they are asking the question, what do you need? What can we help you with? How can we improve the life of your family, the lives of your community here? And they put in water wells, mobile medical facilities, schools. They make sure that they're doing sustainable monthly income, so that farmers aren't only getting paid, during the in season and when they can harvest those plants. And because doTERRA takes care of their farmers, they have committed to doTERRA only. Now, back in September of last year, they said that we were up to 96% So 96% exclusive contracts with our farmers, which is huge. That means that other essential oil companies, perfume companies, any other company that wants to use an essential oil in their product does not have access anymore to our source. And so I'm very proud to share that as a doTERRA wellness advocate. That to me is fantastic. So I want to share a little bit more about the Certified Pure Therapeutic Grade Standard. doTERRA created this standard as a promise of purity, and that every batch is third-party tested so that you can be confident in not just their purity but their potency as well. So doTERRA takes every batch of their essential oil through a very strenuous testing process, and this is another video that I'd like to share with you as well. So let me see if I can find this one to share this. Hopefully be able to find it. It's kind of new. It's not what I want. Hang on one second. That's also not what I want. Give me just a minute. Here it is. All right.
Talk about quality. It's not always about what testing you're doing. You have to look at the whole process and what that means collectively. And I believe that doTERRA does that better than anyone else.
doTERRA is the best company in the industry right now. I mean, they're the leaders. I mean, there's no one that's really coming close to doing what they're doing. I haven't seen anything like it in my 20 years of being in this industry, of a company going to the lengths that they go to secure the best oil in the world.
doTERRA's commitment to quality starts well before the plants are even distilled. Through our co-impact sourcing, the CPTG process starts then. And then it goes through a three-tiered testing process that starts with outside labs and finishes off inside the company here, and then continues on after the bottles are sold.
We do several layers of testing, including GCMS, optical rotation, specific gravity, refractive index, chiral testing, carbon-14, probably more extensive than just about any lab out there.
I've been doing research with essential oils for about 15 years now. So I've worked with a lot of oils and a lot of tests, and the one thing that I've noticed consistently is that unless you're starting with an oil that has a consistent quality, you're not going to get good results.
You know, a lot of our oils are used in aromatherapy or topical use. We want to make sure that we do not only make a product that's effective, but it's also going to be safe. And that's why we do a thorough analysis to look at the composition to make sure that it is safe. But at the same time, we also go ahead and do skin irritation testing, which is also called as the RIP testing or repeat insult patch testing, to make sure that when you apply it on topically, it's not irritating to your skin.
To a wellness advocate, we always keep them in mind, and we talk about it in our training. And what matters is that the details matter. You know, quality is in the details, and so because we're so passionate and so detailed, we're sure not to miss those things that are going to make the difference between just an okay product and a great product.
We stand behind our quality processes because we have the most in-depth and knowledgeable staff. We have set the standard for what the quality process should be. The testing knowledge that is gained as well as passed on with each bottle is you cannot measure.
One of the things that I've recognized about the quality of essential oils and the testing is that it's a dynamic environment. It's changing. And this is why it's so important that doTERRA leads the front, that doTERRA is developing and processing and coming up with new ways, new opportunities to prove out the quality of essential oils, and frankly, in a way that no other company is able to do. As we continue to grow, as we continue to expand throughout the world, I'm proud to say that doTERRA has made that commitment and will not waver or deviate from that.
All right, you guys. Very good. All right, here. Let's see if I can find this. Get it back to how it's supposed to look here. Give me just a minute. I'm so sorry. I'm not seeing my option the way I want to. Let's see, reading. Here we go. All right, guys, let me just bounce through these again. So why doTERRA? That kind of addresses all the different reasons why we love doTERRA. So we are going to quickly jump into products that we have. So we're going to start looking into the most important essential oils for your home. We're going to highlight 10 essential oils, well, 6 essential oils, single oils, and 4 essential oil blends. And then we're also going to talk about one of doTERRA's #1 selling products, which is the Lifelong Vitality Pack. So this part's going to go, it's going to go by relatively quickly. Sarah's going to share with us about lavender and lemon.
All right, guys, I'm back. All right, I'm gonna turn my video on real quick. So lavender is all things calming. And I'm gonna be honest, like, I wasn't a huge fan of the smell of lavender. It wasn't what I expected. It doesn't smell like a lavender candle or something you're gonna pick up at just a retail store, because this is pure, true lavender. But we've seen this oil work in amazing ways in our home. I'm going to give you a couple of examples. But lavender is considered a must-have oil. You need to keep this on hand at all times because there's just so many different applications for this one. It's versatile because it's not only calming and relaxing, but it promotes peaceful sleep and eases feelings of tension. It's been cherished for centuries for its unmistakable aroma and myriad of benefits. In ancient times, the Egyptians and Romans used lavender for bathing, relaxation, cooking, and as a perfume. Because of its calming and relaxing qualities, it's just so versatile. It can be taken internally, and you can also continue to use it topically as well. Applied topically, it can improve imperfections, and it can also be used in a bath to soak away the stress of a day, or on your temples and the back of your neck when you're feeling stressed. A few drops of lavender on your bed pillow or your bedding and the bottom of your feet help you relax and prepare for a restful night's sleep as well. One of the ways that we found it to be extremely beneficial in our house, we live in the Midwest, and although it's -12 degrees right now here, we don't have any bugs, but in the summertime we have a lot of bugs in this humid environment. And it is fantastic at not only repelling insects, but if you do happen to get a mosquito bite or an insect irritation, or if you get into one of the plants around here that can cause skin irritation, applying lavender to those itches is fantastic. It works almost immediately. Just rock the bottle on your finger real quickly, and you get almost immediate relief. And the last little oil drop point on this slide talks about calming the reaction to a bee sting. We actually had this happen with my son Thomas, who's here helping me right now. He loves the oils, but when he was a little guy, he stepped on something that stung his foot and came inside with a stinger in his foot. We put a drop of lavender on it, and in seconds it stopped hurting him. He stopped crying, and we saw that irritation just kind of vanish almost immediately. So it was a really cool experience with this oil, and just proof that they do more than just smell good. So that is lavender, and definitely one that I recommend you have with you and carry on you, especially during those summer months when you got lots of itchy skin. So next we're going to talk about lemon. Lemon is known for its cleansing and freshening properties. It is invigorating. It smells delicious. It's one of those oils that you just love to smell. It is a top-selling oil for doTERRA. It has multiple benefits. It's a powerful cleansing agent, and that's what we use it mostly for in our house. We use it to cleanse our body and our surfaces. So I mentioned earlier that I love putting a drop of lemon in my water bottle. Lemon is very cleansing and detoxifying, so it is a way to help your body help itself and kind of give it just a little daily boost. And it's a wonderful antioxidant as well. And Tommy wants me to let you know that you shouldn't put the essential oils in a plastic drinking container. You want to make sure that you use a glass or a ceramic cup. And you can also use stainless steel. So that's a little safety tip that you want, because lemon doesn't mix well with plastic. So another way you can use it to cleanse your home is to just throw it in your diffuser. It has a wonderful aroma, and it's got a lot of detoxifying properties that can help with germs in your home. And lastly, we use it as a multi-purpose cleaner. I have a glass spray bottle that I like to use. I fill it halfway with white vinegar, the other half with distilled water, and then we put 10 to 20 drops of lemon in there, and it works for everything. It's glass cleaner, it is a stainless cleaner, it just works on all of our surfaces, and I know that I am eliminating germs and detoxifying the whole house. So, and you can see below, I just want to note and highlight what we talked about earlier with the little symbols, the H, I, and N. Below that lemon bottle there, you can see it's aromatic, topical, internal, and it can be used neat as well. And then there's our spray cleaner there. So, all right. Joey's going to talk about peppermint.
Yes, next up is peppermint. This is very cool and invigorating, and it has a high menthol content. And it really, because it has such a high menthol content, it really does set it apart from other peppermint oils on the market in terms of quality. This is one of our best-selling favorites among doTERRA customers. It's frequently used in toothpaste and chewing gum, so we're not, everyone's familiar with peppermint. It's a plant that's a hybrid of water mint and spearmint, and it can be used for many different ways. Peppermint is very good for helping to alleviate occasional stomach upset and can promote healthy respiratory function when taken internally. Peppermint continues to be one of the best-selling favorites because it can be used in so many different ways. So I like to put a drop or two of peppermint, wild orange, and frankincense in the palm of my hand and just inhale it through my nose and get it into my lungs. It just kind of helps open up the airways. It kind of gives me that midday pick-me-up. It's fantastic for the respiratory system. Okay, so if you've got anything going on with your sinuses or in your chest and your lung area, using peppermint can really help support and open up the airways in that way. It's great for the digestive system when you take it internally. You can also rub it on your belly topically if you're more comfortable doing it that way. But the occasional tummy upset, it's really, really good for that. You can just put a few drops in a veggie capsule and take it that way, or you can put a few drops in your water and just drink it. It actually tastes pretty good. This is also really good for cooling body temperature. Okay, so maybe somebody's not feeling well and their body temperature is elevated. I use this on my children. I use peppermint and lavender together to target this particular problem. So I will put lavender and peppermint along the spine, behind their ears, and on the bottom of their feet. And what I love about this is that I can do this about every 20 minutes as needed. Okay, I can't do that with an over-the-counter pharmaceutical product. Okay, or else I would be overdosing my kids, with this product. And it's highly effective. And not only is it going to help bring down body temperature, it's going to support their little cells in so many other ways to help them kind of kick the crud, when they're not feeling very well. So peppermint is great. Peppermint, lemon, and lavender used together is actually a very common practice for several different things, but most commonly for seasonal threats. Okay, so I have to creatively define this. So in the spring, when there's pollen in the air and people are experiencing respiratory issues and those kinds of things, lemon, lavender, and peppermint are a fantastic trio to use on a daily basis as needed. So the lemon really helps break up that excess mucus that is formed in the body. The peppermint is going to help open up the airways and support the respiratory system in that way. And the lavender is going to help soothe and kind of just help calm and soothe irritated body tissue, okay, that might feel itchy or whatever. So we have a product called Tri-Ease, and it's a soft gel that has equal parts lemon, lavender, and peppermint. Some people like to put a few drops in like a shot glass size amount of water and drink it that way. I didn't know that I had a reaction to seasonal threats until I went to Tennessee in the spring. And they must have some kind of tree or something that I just do not respond well. And so I've never really had my own experience with lemon, lavender, and peppermint until this experience. I mean, it was waterworks and itchy all over. And so I just put a few drops of lemon, lavender, peppermint in my hand, and I just kind of breathed it in and rubbed it on, like my neck area. And I was shocked and amazed. It was one of those wow moments that I had with essential oils. I was quite impressed. So you can diffuse peppermint. It is a stronger oil. I do have to say, in terms of safety, sometimes animals, like our pets, can be obviously extra sensitive to scents and smells. So be mindful when you're diffusing a powerful, strong, kind of potent oil like peppermint. Maybe just do a fewer drops than you would normally do with another essential oil. And also around like young infants or babies. If you're diffusing like a peppermint oil like close to where, say, the playpen is or where they're playing, that can kind of irritate their eyes a little bit. So just be mindful that it is a powerful oil, but it is a necessity in our home for sure. So let's hop over to, let's see, I already covered this, Melaleuca. Melaleuca, or tea tree oil, is best known for its purifying qualities, which make it useful for cleansing the skin and different surfaces in your home. So you can use lemon oil, like Sarah mentioned. That's the one that I actually use more commonly in my home to clean. But Melaleuca oil is fantastic as well. It helps to purify the air, and it can promote a healthy immune function. So when you diffuse an essential oil in your home, not only is it smelling fantastic and great, but it actually helps cleanse airborne pathogens that are kind of just floating around. Okay, and it's going to settle on surfaces in our home. So it's also going to help kind of rid our home of those germs, that are kind of spread around, especially if you have, children in your home who really don't have a high priority for washing their hands after they sneeze or rub their runny nose or play in the mud and the dirt. We're all touching the same surfaces: the door handles, the light switch, the toilet flusher, the faucet tab. So just be mindful that these are really powerful ways to just kind of clean your house of just the germs and the yuck. So as I mentioned, this is more commonly known as tea tree oil. It has over 92 different compounds and limitless applications. The leaves of the Melaleuca tree were used by the Aborigines in Australia for centuries. They would crush the leaves and inhale the oil to promote feelings of clear breathing and apply the leaves directly to the skin for a cooling effect. Melaleuca is best known for its purifying properties, and it can be used to cleanse and purify the skin and the nails and to support healthy complexion. So this is another one that people use commonly for any kind of like irritated skin condition. Really good for the skin. And a lot of times skin conditions can be directly linked to the gut. And so taking Melaleuca internally can help do a really good gut cleanse. And when people focus on the health of their gut, oftentimes they notice an improvement in their skin. Okay, so that's, a little bit about Melaleuca. It's another really powerful. I like to refer to this one as my first aid kit in a bottle. So, we've got 4 young children here, and there's stuff going on all the time. So Melaleuca is another good go-to oil for just supporting the skin and those kinds of things. Okay, next up is oregano oil. Sarah?
Oregano is a powerful, powerful oil. It is a natural immune support. It's most commonly known for cooking spice. Most of us have the plant dried form of oregano in our spice cabinets. But it is a very powerful cleansing agent. It offers powerful antioxidants, extending its use beyond the kitchen. Oregano is one of the most potent and powerful essential oils and has been used for centuries in traditional practices. Primary chemical components of oregano is herbicor and phenol, and they possess antioxidant properties when they're ingested. So due to its high phenol content, caution should be taken if you're inhaling or diffusing oregano. It's not one that would typically be diffused. It's very strong smelling, and some people find it a little offensive because it's so powerful. But you only need 1 or 2 drops at a time. Additionally, oregano should be diluted with a carrier oil when applied to the skin. So you'll notice on the slide that the D at the end is recommending that it should definitely be an oil that's diluted because it is so strong, and it's often referred to as a hot oil. It can be taken more frequently as needed. Wait, sorry, I skipped something there. 1 drop taken internally each day can help maintain a healthy immune function. It's very powerful immune support. And you can take additional as needed to maintain a healthy immune function. In addition to being a popular cooking spice, oregano helps support healthy digestion and respiratory function when taken internally. It also can act as an enhancer and equalizer to other essential oil blends. So you can add it with other oils like citrus oils to get a neat dynamic aroma. So oregano can be applied to the bottom of the feet. We always like to use the rule of thumb that if we've been around someone that is actively sick, like coughing or sneezing or runny nose, or actually tells us, oh yeah, by the way, we have strep throat or something, we definitely go home and put oregano on our feet because we know that it's going to support our immune system and give our immune system the little boost it might need if you have been exposed to someone who's actively ill. If yourself is actively ill, then we definitely are going to use oregano on the bottom of the feet for my kids, and my husband and I will take some internally to just give us that extra boost to hopefully fight off anything that we might have been exposed to. And as it says on the slide, it is also a great internal cleanse. So you can use it on a monthly basis to just help support your GI health. And as Joni mentioned earlier, your gut is super important when it comes to immune function and skin health. So getting that oregano in there and helping your immune system in your gut is a powerful way to boost your immunity as well. So the next oil we're going to talk about is the king of oils. And that is,
got it.
Frankincense. It is called the king of oils. It promotes feelings of peace and overall wellness when you use it aromatically. And while topical and internal uses provide modern health benefits, it is renowned as one of the most prized and precious essential oils on the planet. Frankincense has extraordinary health benefits. You can see at the bottom of this slide that it says, when in doubt, use frankincense. If you have any type of bothersome symptom in your life and you're not entirely sure which oil you should use, you really can't go wrong when you use frankincense. In addition to its notoriety in the New Testament, the Babylonians and Assyrians would burn frankincense in religious ceremonies, and the ancient Egyptians used frankincense resin for everything from perfume to salves and for soothing and beautifying the skin. This century-old knowledge contributes to the modern uses of frankincense today. Its soothing and beautifying properties are used to rejuvenate skin and help reduce the appearance of imperfection when we apply it topically. As the king of oils, frankincense is known to support healthy cellular function when used internally. So it is just around the board. You can use it for just pretty much every aspect of your life. You can use it for your skin, for your immune system, for digestive health, and cellular health. When you inhale or diffuse frankincense, it also promotes feelings of peace, relaxation, satisfaction, and overall wellness. When inhaled or diffused, frankincense is just going to be overall wellness for your body. Rubbing frankincense on your hands after a long day is just a great way to kind of decompress and recenter yourself. And it used in combination with other oils, you just can't go wrong. But frankincense has earned its name as the king of oils, and it's one that I would not run out of. It's definitely something we use in our home on a regular basis, and it is one of my favorite oils. All right, so people are raving about Melaleuca, frankincense, and oregano. There's just so many stories that we can tell about these. Like I mentioned, oregano doesn't necessarily get used that often in our house, but if I didn't have it, I don't know what I'd do if we were exposed to something that could cause an illness. We use it as our immune booster. That in combination with frankincense, you just have even more powerful immune support there. So this time of year, having oregano and frankincense as your defense system is a very powerful way to live. It's the way to do it. Let's see here, Melaleuca. We use a lot of Melaleuca for the fact that it's great for all kinds of fungal germs that you might pick up on your feet. So we practice martial arts and we go to the gym barefoot, which is kind of super gross. And so I love the fact that we have these tools to combat any kind of gross ick that we might pick up on the gym floor. So if you have kids that use a community shower at school or in college, or if you yourself go to the gym, it's a great way to fight off any kind of fungal grossness. These are also wonderful oils to use with your pets. Melaleuca and lavender are great for flea and tick control as well. So those are other ways that we use them in our home. And if at the end, I'd love to hear other ways that some of you have found that you can use these 3 oils to benefit your lives as well. So next we're going to talk about the first blend that we're going to talk about, and that is Deep Blue.
So Deep Blue is for muscle and joint support, and we have a Deep Blue oil here, like you see on the screen. We also have a Deep Blue rub that comes in a tube and it's in a lotion form. And my tube of Deep Blue rub stays in my purse. It literally goes where I go. It's like, you know how you have to have your keys and your wallet and your phone? And I have to have my keys, my wallet, my phone, and my Deep Blue rub in my purse. Okay, I don't leave home without it because it's just one of my favorites. It's soothing and cool. It's an enriched blend of oils that's perfect for massage after a long day at work or perhaps a workout. You know, we kind of tend to hibernate in the winter, so when spring hits, we get outside and maybe we go hiking or, you know, things like that, and our muscles aren't used to that. The Deep Blue is absolutely a fantastic oil to use. It's a blend of wintergreen, camphor, peppermint, ylang-ylang, helichrysum, blue tansy, blue chamomile, and osmanthus. And I most commonly use this on my neck and my shoulders because a lot of us tend to just kind of carry just the day-to-day stress. You know how you kind of get tense throughout the day. You forget to take a deep breath. You forget to kind of relax. And before you know it, you've got all this muscle tension that's just very uncomfortable. And so rubbing some Deep Blue oil or the Deep Blue rub on the back of your neck or along the shoulders is really effective. I also use it on my lower back. I just tend to have a lot of discomfort and, you know, just some back discomfort, and using the Deep Blue rub along, you know, my lower back specifically makes a significant difference. I know people who use it to soothe just achy muscles, people that need that deep tissue support in their joints, whether it be their wrist or their fingers, their knees. Deep Blue is just super fantastic for those types of issues. The next one is our Breathe oil, obviously for respiratory support. And this is a blend of laurel leaf, peppermint, eucalyptus, melaleuca, lemon, cardamom, ravensara, and all of these oils together just really help target and support the respiratory system. You can diffuse it, and you can also put a few drops in your hand and just breathe it in. Okay, breathe it in through your sinuses, but also getting it into your lungs is, you really just you notice like an immediate difference. So those are a couple ways that we like to use Breathe. It's one of my husband's favorite oils. It's one that he almost doesn't leave the house without. And it's just, we've had so many opportunities to share this oil, and we have in return gotten so many testimonials about how this oil is just super fantastic. So the next one is Digest Zen.
So Digest Zen is obviously for your digestive support. It's a wonderful companion to aid in the digestion of food, soothe occasional upset stomachs, and reduce uncomfortable gas and bloating. Digestin is well known for its ability to aid in digestion, soothe stomach upset, and maintain overall digestive health when you take it internally. It's a blend of ginger, fennel, coriander, which are all known to ease occasional stomach discomfort, including motion sickness and indigestion, while the peppermint, tarragon, anise, and caraway components of this blend aid with digestion and maintain a healthy gastrointestinal tract. doTERRA scientists have done an amazing job of finding the very best oils for the different systems of our bodies, blending them together in a perfect way that just gives us these perfect products for these different body systems. When you use digestin internally, you have a healthy, natural, and gentle way to soothe an upset stomach and maintain your healthy digestive environment. You can add a few drops to your water and take it internally. I like to just take the bottle, rock it onto my index finger, and then apply that drop to my tongue. It's incredible how if my stomach is uncomfortable from whatever, if I ate something I shouldn't have or I overate, it provides almost immediate relief. You can also apply it to your stomach itself and help with any kind of nausea or uncomfortable feeling that you might have. It works great for kids. It works great for adults. It works great for pets. You can apply it to the bottom of the foot of your pet if they have upset stomachs. And it's just an all-around wonderful oil. We've seen it do amazing things in our own family. This oil has given us a lot of powerful testimonies from other people who had problems with their stomach health that weren't being addressed properly with some over-counter medications. When they tried digestin, they found that it was just the answer they had to some of the problems that they were experiencing. So we definitely keep digestin on hand in our house. The next one that I'm going to talk about is the On Guard oil. This one is super powerful this time of year. I think any public facility should have On Guard on hand and be diffusing it because it's such an amazing natural defense. It's one of the most powerful oils in doTERRA's collection, and they have developed an entire line of doTERRA On Guard products that it's super convenient to use it to make sure that you are germ fighting in all aspects of your life. So On Guard has powerful proprietary blend of oils that supports healthy immune function and contains cleansing properties. This blend of oils provides a natural and effective alternative for immune support when you use it internally as well. It protects against environmental and seasonal threats with essential oils known for their positive effects on the immune system when ingested. doTERRA On Guard can be taken internally on a daily basis to help your immune system properly function. It also supports healthier cardiovascular function and can be used on surfaces within your home and work environment as a non-toxic cleaner. When you diffuse doTERRA On Guard, it helps purify the air and can be energizing and uplifting. We diffuse On Guard throughout our house, all through this season when germs are being spread more prevalently and everybody's trapped inside. You can use 2 to 3 drops in a veggie cap as well to help really boost your immune function. We have all-purpose cleaners with On Guard in them, or you can make your own spray bottles and make sure that you use it on your doorknobs, your phones, any community surface. Joni kind of touched on those earlier, the toilet flusher, the sink handles, anything that people touch on a regular basis. It's a great way to make sure that you're germ fighting on those surfaces. It's also a great one to add to many of your cooking concoctions this time of year. It has a really fall, winter kind of vibe to it, and it's great to add to your tea and like an apple dish or something like that. So we really love On Guard. We've seen it work in amazing ways. We've seen a decline in our incidences of not feeling well, although we're around people who do get different illnesses this time of year. So it's definitely a powerful oil that we find has helped our immune systems function at top notch this time of year. All right, so next, let me see what we're going to talk about next. We are going to talk about the Lifelong Vitality packs. Joni is sort of an expert on these, so some good information coming here.
So I hate to say we're saving the best for last because all of those essential oils that we talked about are super fantastic. I don't even really know if there is a best product, with doTERRA. But this Lifelong Vitality Pack is actually one of doTERRA's #1 selling products, even though it's not a little bottle of essential oil. So the Lifelong Vitality Pack is all about cellular health and wellness, you guys. All health and disease, really, it's rooted at the cellular level. And so if we can support our bodies at the very most minute foundational part of our body's makeup, naturally, as a result, we should just start feeling better, right? So it is amazing how the body responds to the micro and macronutrients that it needs to thrive and function at an optimal level. Okay, so do you guys ever hear people say, man, I'm just sick and tired of being sick and tired? This trio right here is going to address that very issue of being sick and tired, okay? So eating right is really, it's another just foundational piece of, being healthy and supporting our health. The truth is, however, is that food has evolved and it continues to do so. Food today is just simply not the same as it was years and years ago, okay? Farming practices have changed. There's a depletion of, quality in the soil. A lot of the food that we eat is processed like crazy, and we just eat it because it's what's available at the grocery store. So even people who eat really clean and very healthy, it is likely that even they are not getting the proper nutrients and nutrition that their bodies need to perform at its very best. So the question I ask is, who needs a multivitamin or supplements? In my opinion, I think everyone can benefit from supplementation. So signs of having a deficiency of proper nutrition, I want to go through this list here. If any of these you say yes to, then you will probably want to consider checking out the Lifelong Vitality Pack. A lack of energy, fatigue, moody or irritable, you have a compromised immune function, maybe your bone and joint health are experiencing some discomfort, or you have weakness of skin, hair, and nails. Okay, those are just some common signs that we have a deficiency in the nutrients that our bodies need. So I want you to look at the screen. There's a bottle on the bottom left. It's the Z-Omega Essential Oil Omega Complex. I want to just quickly highlight each of these, and then we're going to wrap this class up. We're very close to being finished. So this is a combo of omega-3 fatty acids and 9 essential oils. Okay, experts say that 80% of us are actually deficient on omega-3 consumption, which means we just don't eat enough fish or land-based omega-3 sources. It's a critical nutrient for the body. It can help reduce the amount of hardened material that forms on the artery walls. It can help the body absorb calcium, and it can help make the bones less brittle. It helps the stomach have a better ability to digest food. And so it's very, very important, okay, that we get those omega-3 fatty acids in our diet. The 9 essential oils are frankincense, clove, thyme, cumin, wild orange, ginger, German chamomile, caraway, and peppermint. This is very good for your heart, for your brain, just a lot of very good health benefits. Circulatory protection. It's good for your immune function, cognitive function, targets brain fog, healthy joint function, protects against lipid oxidation, which has to do with damage that's done to our cells because of different toxins that enter the body. And it supports the nervous system, supports eyesight, and skin health. Just that one product alone. The next one is on the lower right, and that is the Microplex VMZ. This is a complete vitamin profile, and it's just packed full of the nutrients that we need. It comes in a food matrix, so our body actually recognizes it as a food source, and we can get really good absorption because of this and assimilation for optimal bioavailability. It comes in a capsule, and it's in a powdery substance. And so once that outer capsule dissolves, that powdery substance is so much easier to absorb and so that it can be used in our body like it needs to be. It gives you all of your essential vitamins and minerals that's needed on a daily basis to function optimally. It has 22 essential vitamins and minerals, has natural folate from lemon peel, it has a blend of antioxidant vitamins A, C, E, and B, and it has a balanced blend of chelated minerals including calcium, magnesium, zinc, selenium, copper, manganese, and chromium. So this really helped combat the issue of free radicals. So a free radical is basically an unstable molecule that can have a negative chain effect on our cellular health. So we live in this toxic world. We get toxins inside of our bodies from the food we eat, the things we breathe in, and the things that we put topically on our skin. And if we are not managing that toxic load properly, then those toxins will start to rapidly affect our cellular health. And people will could see a rapid decline in the way they feel. So taking these two together is super powerful. Okay, they're both very, very important. The last one on the top is the Alpha CRS Plus. And this one helps to produce energy. Okay, it really helps to target the cells and the health of the cell. So we have those free radicals that damage our cells. The Alpha CRS Plus has polyphenols that help counteract the negative effects of those free radicals. Okay, so very, very important. Let's see, we need to have good antioxidant protection. Okay, so taking antioxidants, clove essential oil is probably like the most powerful antioxidant on the planet. So that's found in the Z-Omega. But you know, we need it. We need it for healthy breathing, to help metabolize food. It's just good. It's just good all around. So that is the Lifelong Vitality Pack, you guys. There is a 30-day money-back guarantee on this product. So if you try it and you're like, yeah, I didn't really notice any difference and it didn't really help with energy or the way I feel, doTERRA will refund your money on your Lifelong Vitality Pack. So I say it's worth a try. It really is risk-free. Best case scenario, you notice something and you feel different. Worst case, you don't and you get your money back, right? What I love about this is that every ingredient in these products are at a therapeutic level. So if it's in the bottle, there's enough ingredients in that dose to actually create a noticeable change. And the normal dose of this is 4 capsules of each. A lot of people kind of freak out at that. I love it because you're able to customize based on what your body's needs are. So my mom, for example, does 2 of each in the morning and then 2 of each in the early evening. If you take it too late at night, you're going to be staying up because it does help produce energy. I find that the full dose is actually too much. My body doesn't necessarily need the full dose, so I just do half of each in the day, and I feel fantastic. And I notice a difference when I haven't taken it for 2 or 3 days. That's when my body starts talking. And so I know that it's making a significant difference. So it's good for energy metabolism, bone health, immune function, stress management, cardiovascular health, healthy skin, hair and nails, eyes, brain, nervous system, liver function, digestive health, lung and respiratory health. It's gentle on the stomach. It has no GMOs. It's gluten and dairy free. So that is that in a nutshell. If you have any questions about it, definitely don't hesitate to reach out. So we are going to wrap things up. Sarah's going to go through this slide right here. With doTERRA, you are in control.
All right, guys. We've shared a lot of information today, and hopefully your heads aren't exploding. But I just want to highlight the fact that we live in a super toxic world that's really focused a lot on convenience, and we experience a lot of life where compromises are made for our health, our energy levels, the food that we eat. We feel anxieties or unpleasantness or dissatisfaction with different parts of our lifestyles where it comes to the amount of sleep that we get, the proper nutrition that we're getting. We have emotional stress and a lot of different things that can be addressed by utilizing these products and incorporating them into our lives. It is a way to empower yourself. It's a tool for natural wellness that stretches across so many aspects of just daily living. I love that you can take control of where you're at with your health when you start incorporating doTERRA into your life. It is proactive wellness. It is a way to help your body help itself. And it is a natural, pure way to stimulate just amazing responses within your body. One of the biggest things I love about this is that my 10-year-old son just sat next to me for most of this class and just ate this stuff up. My kids have learned from a young age that they have tools that are super safe, simple, natural, that they can utilize, and they know how to use them themselves. So I feel like not only am I helping myself, but it's like a legacy. You're leaving a legacy of wellness. You're teaching the younger generation how they can utilize these safe, natural products, and they know how to help themselves. That's like super huge. And if you are looking for a different option in your life, doTERRA can help you take control, and you can step by step learn how to add these products to your daily living and just glean the benefits. And Joni and I are right here available to support you in taking those steps. So take control of your stress, take control of your energy, take control of your ability to get good sleep, take control of your confidence, take care of your with these tools. You can get some mental clarity, you can reduce your stress, and you can improve your body image by using these products. And Joni, to take just a second, we're almost done. Talk about now what, how do you get started, what do you do next?
Okay, so that you guys, there truly is an oil for nearly everything, whether it's emotional support, energy, children's health, athletic performance, cooking, cleaning, using them for your pets. There's just like, it feels like a limitless way to use these essential oils. Once I was introduced to these, I mean, these radically changed the way that I approach our family's healthcare. We do not use over-the-counters. We just simply haven't needed to. You know, we go to the doctor for our children for annual wellness checks, or unfortunately to pull stitches out with their split lips and split eyebrows and whatever. But you know, our doctor, he's impressed when we come back in. He's like, well, I'm here you are for your annual visit. How was the year? You know, and it's great. Less doctor visits. We really are rarely sick, and when we are, the duration of that illness is much shorter than what the average duration would be. We save money because of essential oils. They're very cost effective and they're safe. I have peace of mind as a mom knowing that I can give something that's effective, natural, safe, and it's going to strengthen their immune system and help them be healthy and function their very best. I love it. So, you know, what's next and now what? If you don't have essential oils in your home, you're thinking, you know, maybe I should give this a try. There are 3 different ways that you can get these essential oils in your home. You can purchase the oils at the full retail price from the person who invited you to this class. Most likely they are a doTERRA Wellness Advocate, and they can help you get any oils that you need. This is the most expensive way, and quite frankly, it's not what I recommend. You can pay a $35 membership fee, much like getting a Costco membership. You just pay an annual fee, and then you have access to their store whenever you want to shop for whatever you need to shop for. And so you can purchase your oils at the wholesale price, which is 25% lower than the retail cost. It's totally awesome, you guys. There are no strings attached. You don't have to do the business. You don't have to purchase something every month. You don't have to make a minimum monthly purchase. You just buy what you need when you need it at the same price that I get my oils for. You can also purchase an enrollment kit, and with an enrollment kit, that $35 membership fee is actually waived. And when you do a kit, you get actually a higher savings. So the oils on average are going to actually be even less than the wholesale cost. So I would recommend option 2 or 3. It's the most cost-effective, in my opinion, smartest way to get your oils. There are a range of enrollment kits that will fit your needs and your budgets. If you're not sure what option is best for you, or you're not sure where to start, my number one thing I want you to take away from this moment is don't be overwhelmed. It's a lot of information. Just start somewhere. and learn as you go. I just tell people, okay, you don't know where to start. Let's just think, what are your top 3 health goals or your top 3 health concerns? It could be for them or for a loved one that they know of. So-and-so really struggles with A, B, C, and D. Is there something that can help them? Of course. It's worth giving it a try, right? So, so if you have questions about how to get oils in your home, please send an email, reach out, a text message, reach out to the one who invited you to this class. If you're catching the recording, you can shoot me an email. It's joni.doterra@gmail.com. And with that, I would like to say a huge, huge thank you for participating here on the live webinar and for listening in. Our why is to help as many people as we can, like Sarah said, take control of their healthcare back into their own hands and to have something that is empowering for you as an individual, but also as a mother, a friend, a daughter, a sister, whatever your relationships are with people in your sphere. Don't be afraid to share. You guys might just have the answer they've been looking for years. And we're going to stop the recording, and anybody who wants to share any of their testimonies, you're welcome to do so. But again, thank you so much for participating in the class.
Thanks, guys.